That's good. Okay. So I have to shuffle my decks pretty good before we do questions tonight. Let's see if anyone gets on. This is really late for me. It's like 10:38 p.m. So I'm kind of curious if anyone comes on or who would come on. But yeah, let's shuffle some cards first. Yeah. Don't really have any messages right off the bat for you guys. I was doing some stuff with my cards, just fun stuff. I was looking into that thing. I think it's called like the Matrix of Destiny. But I've had a few subscribers and people on Instagram mention it to me and that I should get into it. Good morning. It's morning in South Africa. Cool. South Africa. Dope. Sorry, let me know if this is too dark. I have another light I can turn on. I was just kind of going for like an evening vibe. Farah wants to know, will I be famous? Okay. So Farah, I am just shuffling the decks right now. I'm going to get to questions in a second, but they really all need to be shuffled a little bit because I was using them to study stuff. But let me answer that with this deck actually. Will Farah be famous? Let's see. We have a few things here, Farah. One thing that I'm seeing is there's got to be a lot of cleared out negative karma for one thing, with the Justice card in reverse and the Ten of Swords is reverse. And in this lifetime, you are clearing that karma out. And then I do see with the High Priestess, this is the card where you already know the answer. There might be a feeling of already knowing what's happening in this situation, or like knowing that you will be eventually, something like that. But there's also this feeling of negative karma that needs to be cleared out. And then Linda Liz says, hi, Cody. Hi, how are you? And Shorya Taiwari says, hey, I wanted to know about my love life. Yeah. Do you want just a general message? Or Shorya, I'm trying to pronounce your name. Shorya, like Shorya. Okay. Move my foot. All right. Let's see here. Let me rotate this down a little bit, maybe. Linda Liz wants to ask, will I get a salary increase? Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, there's definitely less people on in the evening time. But it's good. I think I'm connecting with people who don't normally get to my live. So let me know if this is like your first time on a live, guys. So Linda Liz wants to know, will I get a salary increase? Linda, I'd be interested. Linda, I'd be interested if you're considering changing jobs if you don't get a salary increase, or if that's in the thought process. Because I do see something like wanting to head for the hills in the future, and on the way to getting the increase, I see there's a feeling of either anxiety or someone feeling guilty about not wanting to give you the salary increase. For a second, I thought it was like your anxiety, but it does kind of feel like someone else's anxiety, Linda. Like they want to give it to you, but they just can't, something like that. This person might feel bound or tied up, like they can't actually do something about this situation, even though they know you want something in this situation. It almost feels like it's not up to the person who is in charge of getting you the salary increase, but it does feel like there's a block in this department is what I'm seeing. And Nine of Swords gives me this vibe of like going in the opposite direction. So it's like wherever you're focused on right now, is there something in your life that you want to go in the opposite direction? Like you might want this salary increase in one regard, but maybe is there something else that's like, she says, Linda says, yes, I want to quit. That's what I'm seeing for you more than just the salary increase. As I see this like heading for the hills, like this guy's on a dirt bike. Okay, I need light in here, guys. I thought it was just, thought I was trying to set a mood, but we need light to do the big lights. Okay. I was trying to set like an evening mood, but okay. Yeah, so this Knight of Swords guy, he is on the road. Like he is ready to go. And that's the thing where you say, yeah, you want to quit. I do see you moving in a different direction. It's like, people at this environment aren't willing to do what you need them to for you to be satisfied at this job. So I do see you leaving. I do see you moving. I see you going in kind of like an opposite direction. Let's see what Linda wrote. She wrote, I want to quit next year, but I'm scared I will not find something better. Do you think I will? Okay, let's pull some clarifiers for that. Will Linda find something better? And she says, by next year. Will Linda find something better by next year? Let's see. I'm gonna pull one more. Okay. What is this? Let's see. There's a few things, Linda. I can see that you will most likely find something, but it does feel like the cards right now are giving me like advice to give to you. The Hermit in reverse is saying you have to get out of like your comfort zone and like approach people. It's like kind of the card of like getting social, feeling like you want to not do it, but like having to get out there and put yourself out there. Linda, is what I'm seeing. Four of Pentacles does talk about this vibe of like saving money, or like a possible employer like wanting you to help them save money in their business or something like that. I am seeing this Emperor card upright as kind of like a particular person, like a man in your life or a man in general that becomes a kind of authority figure or a boss at this time. The thing is that I would say it doesn't feel like the next year, but it does feel like eventually you are moving away. It might not be next year though. I don't know, but it does feel like you're moving away. And you know what it feels like? It feels like someone's watching you and they're like keeping an eye on you. Linda says, yes, I'm saving money to go find a job in another country. Okay, there feels like there's someone keeping an eye on you. Like there's someone who almost, the best way I can put it is like they know what you're about, they see what you're doing, and they're kind of like, the feeling is like you have to approach them though. That's the thing. It's like you're going to just talk to someone and you're going to be just like going about your daily business and like talking to everyone you possibly can about getting a job somewhere. And then this person is like, yeah, I was watching you, or like I knew about you, or something like that. And then there's this like strong feeling of, also I'm hearing get organized too. Like I'm seeing do this in an organized manner. Like when you're approaching to find new work, do it in an organized manner. And I think it'll go well, is what I'm seeing. So Linda, I'm going to move on to other people, okay? If you have another question, you can ask it in the chat, but I'm going to try to answer some other questions too now. Farah says, which country will I move to? Joyce says hi. Joyce says, where will I meet my future spouse? I'm going to do a message for Joyce real quick, and then I'll get to yours, Farah. So where will Joyce meet her future spouse? I actually have a place card here. Have I answered this question, Joyce, for you before? I don't think I have. I think there's someone else that asked a similar question recently. Let's see. Joyce, where will Joyce meet her future spouse? And let's pull some other cards here. Interesting. Joyce, I see you going on a little bit of a trip and meeting your future spouse somewhere abroad. I'm seeing this as someone who most likely works with their hands or does some kind of like, they could do agricultural work or livestock rearing, something like that. We literally have the farm card for where you're meeting them. But there is a feeling of needing to overcome some kind of divide to get to this person. But I do see they're more of someone who grew up in like the country or in natural surroundings. This is someone who like what the vibe I'm getting is they're really self-sufficient. So the place that they live or that you're meeting them at is somewhere where there's a lot of self-sufficiency. So like for example, a farm, you can grow your own food. You can like some farms you can even make your own clothes with stuff like that. And the air just turned off with make your own clothes. That might be something this person does. Like maybe they make their own clothing or they wear certain clothes that like how do I put it? Like that's the vibe I'm getting, is that this person is self-sufficient. Like they make stuff for themselves. I'm also seeing with the King of Pentacles here, you have Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is kind of just like you feeling out of it and being like, where am I going to find someone? Like I do not have the wherewithal to like know who I am. Or here's the thing, sorry, quick plug for I have a video out right now on my YouTube. So if you want to watch that, it's an identity video to help people who feel empty. But yeah, with Queen of Pentacles, Joyce, I am seeing there's this feeling of like not knowing who you are, but like knowing it, but like not embracing it. But one thing that I'm seeing with the King of Pentacles, first of all, there's like a feeling of like, is there a counterpart for me? Is there someone out there that is specifically perfect for me and who I feel like I am inside? And I want to show you here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She's in reverse. That's why it's all kind of abstract the way I'm talking about her. But you also have the King of Pentacles, right? They're a perfect match. They have perfect values. They're in alignment. They're in harmony. You know, she's painting this flower and he's driving this flower, right? There's a feeling of like collaboration. It feels very synergistic. It feels very much like someone who's like you. It's like someone who's similar to you. It's someone who shares similar values. I do think this person, obviously they're a man, or they have masculine energy, but yeah, I think this is someone who knows how to navigate things. Like they know how to steer the ship. They know how to chart the course. They know how to get places. And I definitely think that, yeah, you'll be traveling to them initially, but I think ultimately, like this person has a strong sense of life goals. And I honestly think when it comes to where you'll meet them, somewhere like a farm where there's people building something that's self-sustaining. This could be any kind of situation with self-sustaining activities. So like environmental, conservative, something or other, it would be something where people are living off the land or people are providing stuff for them and other people, but they could live, what is the word I'm looking for? On their own in this specific place without outside resources or outside help. That's what I got for you, Joyce. And let's see, Farah, am I like, no, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, let's see. Farah, which country will Farah move to? Which country will Farah move to? Oh, that's interesting. I wish I had a country deck. It's going to be hard to answer this question without, I can give you like, Joyce says, thank you. I will fly someday. Wow. Yeah. Let's see. Farah says, which country I'll move to. Let's see. Okay. Farah, I'm seeing a place with a lot of trees, evergreen trees. I'm seeing a place with a lot of evening skies, a lot of like, the best way I could say this, Farah, for the country that I see you moving to, it's going to be somewhere either in, I'm getting like Northern Hemisphere. I don't know where you live already. Do you already live in, Farah, you can let me know where you like live already. But it feels like a lot of green evergreen trees. Like this is like Canada vibes, or this is like, I'm trying to think of other countries that would be like this. It's not the desert. So if you're thinking about moving to the desert, I feel like it's not necessarily the desert. It does feel like culturally, like ethnicity wise, there might be like, as far as people there might be a lot of like there's like a lot of variety of different types of people who live there. Dark skin, light skin. Let's see. Also, we have the High Priestess here in your reading. I don't totally space on this, but you probably already know where you're moving to, because this is the kind of card that says like, you already know. If you're thinking of it, that's it. You already know. High Priestess is that confirmation in a reading that's like, your intuition is right. You don't need the reading. You know. It's my card that kind of infuriating for me as a reader, because I don't get to know where you're moving, but it's like the High Priestess here is like, nope, you know. Ten of Swords makes me think you've tried a lot of places, or you've thought about a lot of places to move, right? And it feels like you're weighed down with the weight of like how much like goal setting you've been doing with this project, stuff like that. But I see a lot of big trees, something evergreen trees, something like that, Farah. Let's see what else is going on. So Dania says, hi. Elle says, can I have a reading on which spirit guide is watching over me? Cool. A lot of these are fun. A lot of these are different questions that I normally get, which is fun. Okay, which spirit guide is watching over L? Deep Tang Shoes says, hi, Cody. Great to see you live as always. Oh, thanks for joining. This one's a little later than other ones, so I was nervous, but Dania Hire says, hi. Farah Reem says, wow, I was thinking about Canada and you said it. Yeah, it feels like Canada, honestly. From what I've seen, pictures of Canada. So Planty says, hey. Hold on, let me get this question because I'm going to miss it. L, can I have a reading on which spirit guide is watching over me? Okay, L wants to know which spirit guide is watching over her or him. I don't know if you're a him or a her. Let's guess her. Which spirit guide is watching over him or her? And then I'll pull one of these actually. I want to pull an animal oracle card to get the gist of this spirit guide. Oh, okay. Okay, so okay. Oh, hold on. This is an interesting one, L. Him. L's a him. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see, L. Let's see here. Sorry, when I get readings where I like have to reinterpret information in ways that I've never done before, it takes me a lot longer to assimilate it. It's like, but once I do that type or something, I can like pick it up later. But it's like right now I'm trying to just like really dwell or delve into this energy here. Elle, I don't know if you resonate with, like, there's this image of a turtle, but the turtle has the entire globe on its back, like the entire earth or the entire world. And there's something about having this turtle or this spirit guide, quote unquote, like having the entire world on its back or something like that. Like it almost feels like an Atlas. Like I don't know if you know it's like a Greek, I think Atlas is like a Greek god, but it's like Atlas who's like carrying the weight of the world. There's something about this spirit guide who understands the weight of the world. I'm also seeing they want to help you with feeling like you don't fit in or feeling odd or different or unusual. They also want to help you process karma more effectively. There's a spirit guide coming in who wants to make it easier for you to deal with your shadows, stuff like that. And then also help you with an internal sense of confidence for yourself. So feeling more confident from within, not necessarily like looking confident on the outside, although that can be a part of it. But this is a spirit guide that wants to help you with your confidence, processing karma, and helping you feel less like a weirdo or an outcast, right? Like that you don't fit in, something like that. Could also, sometimes with this card, I get like a spirit guide who's trying to help you cut out a bad habit, like drinking or something like that. I'm looking at the umbrella here, Elle, and I feel like they want to protect you from like bad weather too. Like but this spirit guide is coming through as very intuitive, and they're coming through as very slow and steady. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they rarely interfere. Like it's like they come in every like 2 or 3 months or something like that with a major shift or something. And because they're so large, like they feel like as big as the world, like they're a very large spirit, like they're a very large turtle is how I'm seeing it. And this is just like a symbol for them. Like they could come to you in any different way, shape, or form. L says, oh wow, accurate as fuck. Okay, thanks. This turtle is like so big and they have the world on their back. And I'm trying to get their like actual experience of like how they're helping you, but it's just coming through as this metaphor of like, they're so large and they move so slowly. Like it might even feel like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it's like your spirit guide. Like some people maybe feel like their spirit guide's like this little person on their shoulder or like this being above their head, but it almost feels like you're standing on your spirit guide. Like your spirit guide is literally the ground you're walking on and the earth around you and the directions you're moving in, but like you're on their back. So sometimes it might feel like the way your spirit guide could get your attention is through like the best way I could put it is like maybe making you trip or making you like shift your weight to one direction or another. Anything where you feel like all of a sudden you're being pulled in a different direction or on a different level, your spirit guide could be guiding you in a different direction in that regard. But overall, they are going to help you mainly by like grounding you more, by like pulling your energy down onto their back more. And they're gonna give you the freedom to explore anywhere. Like your spirit guides literally, like the best way to describe them is they are the earth. Like it almost feels like Mother Earth in a way, but it feels like this is like a very spiritual thing for just you. Like this is your guide, but they're represented by like this giant turtle that's very slow moving. But yeah, they're really trying to help you with all those things that I listed. I think that's what you were saying was accurate. But yeah, I'm gonna end the reading there. And I'm not really like I'm getting a blank kind of as I'm talking about your spirit guide. They are very intuitive, so they're gonna know a lot. They're very empathetic. But I'm getting these two cards for them, right? So I'm getting the turtle and the world. And so when I get these two, I also then she's sleeping, right? So I do feel like there's this feeling of maybe like maybe they help you in your dreams. That could be something too. Like they're reaching you in your dreams. But I get this feeling that like you're on their back or like they're supporting you or like you can stand on me or you can something like that. Like there's some kind of vibe like that. Sorry, I normally don't do readings like that, but hopefully it resonated. Let's see. Namira says, hello, Cody. I am a new subscriber from the Netherlands. Oh, cool. So like Netherlands is like Amsterdam, right? I just know Amsterdam because I listen to EDM. So Jada Kate says 8 a.m. here in Belgium. Oh, cool. So I'm reaching like my European. Elle says, damn, you're really talented. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love when my readings resonate for people. Lucero Baldera says, hi, I would like to know if Adrian is in love with me. He wants something serious. Okay. Does he say he wants something serious, or do you know he wants something serious? I would like to know if Adrian is in love with me. Okay. Is Adrian in love with Lucero? Is Adrian in love with Lucero? It's on the bottom. Okay, the thing I'm seeing, Lucero. Okay, what did Adrian say? I think he wants something serious. Yes. Okay, we have the Fool reversed, which can indicate that serious thing that you're talking about. This is a tricky reading because the main thing that's coming up is the Wheel of Fortune, which just means like only time's gonna tell what this connection is gonna bring forth. It's like it needs to play out. The energies that I'm seeing on either side of this connection are internally, it feels like two people running away from each other. One person because they're very, very motivated. One person because they're very, very motivated, and the other person because they're very, very free-spirited. Now, this is also reverse energy. So this could be the thoughts both people are having of each other. It's like, well, you're so goal-driven, so I don't think I'm going to get along with you. And then the other person's thinking like, well, you're so free-spirited, so I don't think I'm going to get along with you. And it just feels like a time will tell situation for this connection. As far as his thoughts, as if he's in love with you, I am not seeing love. Normally I get a lot of cups. If someone asks a question about love, and like if a bunch of cups flip out, that's like love. If wands flip out, it's like a sexual thing. if swords flip out, it's like I'm trying to figure you out, or there's challenges, you so on and so forth, right? But I'm just getting major arcana cards. So I feel like this relationship is a big deal, but it's giving like a vagueness just because there's no core, they're not like core cards. What am I talking about? Just because there's no elements. There's no like necessarily like earth, fire, water, as far as like the suits go. Yeah, it does feel like time is going to play out. I feel like this person is in your life for a little bit longer, Lucero. This person's in your life for a little bit longer. Yeah. But it does feel like there's a hesitancy, like the other person's going to walk away, and you both feel this. It's like you both feel like the other person's going to walk away, which is kind of could be the intense part about this. One person because of their goals, one person because they're just free spirited and they don't care what anything in life. They have nothing in life that matters. Like they're just like, oh, whatever. Yeah, both people seems like they want something though, because this is in reverse. It's showing up as fears. It's showing up as yeah. Lucero says thank you. Okay, hopefully I answered the question, Lucero. I felt like there's more to it. I want to pull one more card. Because I want to just see what. Let's see here. Friend. I pulled friend. This might be a connection where friends first is something that has to happen, because we have the friend card that came out for the more information, Lucero. So keep that in mind. Like this person might be someone who you keep as a friend for a while before it manifests into anything. And it might be something where the friendship is more important ultimately than a love connection for either party as you guys move forward. So yeah. Let's see here. You guys, let me get my water. Where's my water? Okay. Let's see. What will I be known for? That's a good question, Dania. So what will Dania be known for? What will Dania be known for? Okay, let's see. I feel like I need to layer these. Oh, okay. So first, Dania, you will be known for, first of all, your generosity, your ability to love other people, um, your ability to be in a committed partnership, um, it's like, what is that? Unconditional love. Unconditional love is coming through about your partnership. There's something about a partnership that you'll be known for with unconditional love, generosity, care, compassion, shoulder to cry on. A lot of these things are coming through for like how you will be known by other people, and it's all through how people see you interact with specific people or relationships. And I am seeing one specific connection coming in that you help this person is almost like a caregiving capacity, but this person, what's it called? You're known by others for how you help this person. Also, there's ways that you're known for yourself is the best way to put it. So 9 of Cups, some way that you become known for yourself, like towards like either now or towards the end of life. This might already be here right now because it's in this like past position, but we have 9 of Cups, which means you know yourself for your gratitude for yourself. Like you know that you are a grateful person. You know that you are very thankful. So funny, you just wrote, what did Dania wrote? She wrote, wow, I like that. Thank you. People already say those things to me. Oh, nice. Okay, so you're already a little bit known for this. But 9 of Cups means you know yourself that you're grateful. You know that you're thankful. And that's kind of something that's the thing that you know for yourself. With 7 of Cups here, we also see there's this feeling. What is this guy doing? Is he playing the drums? That's so funny. There's this feeling of like, maybe you know you have good taste in music, or maybe you know you're talented at music, or there's something about being proud of the way you sing. I'm wondering if these reverse cards could also be things that are going to manifest later, that people will know later. 7 of Cups reverse also talks about just like maybe you're known for your taste in music, or maybe you're known, you feel like for yourself, you're like, I know have good taste in music. And Knight of Pentacles talks about charting the course is the best way to put it. Like there's a feeling of like knowing that you can chart the course and you do a good job at that, and you can lay out a plan when you're dealing with people or situations. You can lay out a plan and accomplish that goal and get there. Danny is like laughing her. What did she say? Wow, I am obsessed with music. And Danny is like laughing her butt off. Yeah, I really feel like there's this feeling of just like really like knowing you have good taste in music and like just knowing it, right? Like when we're talking about what you're known for, we got upright cards and reverse cards. Upright cards would be like how other people know you, and reverse cards would be like what you know about yourself. Like I know I'm a grateful person. I know I have good taste in music. Like my music is the vibe. And then like Knight of Pentacles is like, I know I can chart the course. I know I have the ability to make a plan and stick to it. That's kind of the vibe that I'm seeing there. Let me see. I'm going to turn the air on real quick, guys, and I'll come back over here. Just a second. Okay. Let's see here. Rena K says hi. Danny is laughing. I saw that already, actually. I'm a little bit behind. Okay. Ferris says, what is my ideal career? Plenty says, stop spamming Eliza. Everyone else is posting their question too. What is going on? Is there drama in my chat? I guess I'm missing the drama. I was just about to, okay. Kay, may I know what the person on my mind feels for me? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay. So Kay needs to know what the person on her mind feels for her. What does Kay's person on her mind feel for her? What does Kay's person on her mind feel for her? Whoa, okay. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so Kay, this is kind of what I'm feeling for this situation. You said there's a person on your mind. It feels like there's a sense of disappointment that they're thinking of something happened with you, and there's a feeling of disappointment. And they're also careful. They're nervous to come forward. I think they're waiting for the right time to say something to you. And there is this feeling of, it's almost like the way I'm seeing it, Kay, is like conquering a fear of some kind. Conquering a fear, how do I put this? There's something about you that is going to have them conquering a fear is what I'm seeing. And I feel like there's this feeling that they're connected to what they need to say already. Like they have this already, but they're just waiting for the right time to say it. They're waiting for the right time to reach out, but there's a feeling of a slight disappointment. I wonder if, I don't know what that means for you. You can let me know if that was on or off, or as far as like messages go. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. This person could, this is just a side note, this is a possible thing. This person could have an attraction to the sex that you're not, if that makes sense. Like they could be not attracted to you in a certain way, and they could be attracted to another type of energy. I don't know, that's a possibility, just FYI. But other than that, that's what I'm seeing for this situation. And Eliza says, will I get married and have a family? When will that be? Okay, let's see, Eliza. Will Eliza get married and have a family? Thank you, Reaction King. Yeah, there's no order. It's just random picking. I'm just like, doing random questions from people in the chat. There's no order or anything, or just whatever I see. Will I get married and have a family? When will that be? Eliza. Okay. Get married and have a family. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see when this is going to be. Okay. And then let's see. Okay. There's a little timeline. Eliza, and I know sometimes we like timelines. Okay, so let's see. So, first of all, I see currently you are thinking a lot about a family, bigger community. I see you're thinking, Eliza, about your legacy, what you're passing down. You're probably having a lot of internalized thoughts from parents or grandparents, something like that, on like, what am I going to get done? How am I going to get this? Like, how am I going to produce children? Stuff like that. We have August as far as the timing for this thought, which makes sense. It would be what you're thinking about right now in August, or what you were thinking about in August. So this could be something in August where you felt family pressure or pressure from your community, and you were really just internalizing a lot of what your community's values are, and you were thinking them yourself in your own head. But yeah, just a side note, sometimes that doesn't, when I get the 10 of Pentacles reversed, it's like, oh, we're internalizing our family's thoughts, but it might not be like our thoughts, just a little FYI. I'm not seeing that message in the cards, but I'm just saying, like, in general, that can be a thing. So with Page of Wands, and when you release resistance, I see you have a person coming in. This is someone who, how do I put this? Like, I'll just show you an image of this guy because maybe that'll resonate. But this is kind of the vibe that I'm getting for your person, your partner that you're going to be with. I think they like the color red. And I also think there's this feeling of like, you're gonna meet them when you release resistance. I know that sounds silly because it's like, but some people it's just like a timing thing. Like, you can't meet them yet, you're gonna have to meet them later. But your situation is when you release resistance. So there is a little bit of resistance to meeting someone. It's like there's two different things going on. It's like, on one hand, your family also wants you to be with someone, but you will meet this person when you release resistance to like the idea of meeting someone. Like, it's like, and I don't know really what the resistance is that you're going through. It's just you have to release this resistance. I think you will know if this reading's resonating, you will know what that resistance is. But I am seeing this vibe of someone who, like, what is it? Like, Page of Wands usually, to me, like in a traditional sense, represents someone who's analyzed something, is a little bit critical, or is a little bit someone who, how do I put it? Just someone who like has the ability to analyze like a product or a service or something like that, and then they have the ability to judge it and like recognize its value. Eliza says the resistance is my job. Okay, for sure. So when you release that, like, say the job is like weighing you down, or is the reason like maybe you're working too much, or I don't know what the job would be if you would be like overworking or whatnot. But when you release resistance, that's when this person comes in. And then I also see when you say family, I have 2 kids here. Now, the Page of Wands, the partner is coming up upright. That means like this person's lined up in the universe for this kind of situation. But I also have 2, what I see as children coming in. And I don't know if twins run in your family or they skip a generation. I hear twins skip generations, right? But you might actually have twins in your future. The thing is, they're in reverse. So this is one of those things where it's like, it's going to be up to you if you want to have kids or not. And it might be something that changes in the future. Because it's in reverse, it talks about them being like ideas or representations that could come in. But it might be something that doesn't come in, like, how do I put it? Like, you're going to have to decide later with your partner, and then you decide to have kids. So it might be that you later choose, like, I don't want kids, but right now you're thinking about them, something like that. The reverse in this indication for the 2 kids just means like, it's up in the air. It's up in the air. And this year just means that, like, it might be soon after you meet your partner that you decide if you want kids or not. It's like you're going to decide soon. So it's like as soon as you meet your partner, you'll know essentially like if you're going to have kids right off the bat. Last thing I want to say, Eliza says, everything you said resonates with my private reading. Oh my God, even the kids. Thanks, Cody. Stop it. Even the twins. Cody, you're special. Thank you. Yeah, you're, I also see one of the twins is like very laid back and like not caring about things. And the other twin is more like shy and reserved and like waiting for the right time to make a move. Like one's patient where the other one's just kind of like laid back. But yeah, that's what I got about that stuff. Glad the readings are resonating, guys. Makes me happy. Let's see. Liza Lynn says, oh my God, stop. You said that too. That's so funny. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so something, if you could, I see your question. I was just about to answer it. If you can write it in a more concise, I can't do super long, in-depth questions just because like you're gonna have to buy a personal reading on my Etsy if you want that. But I can do like quick little things. I know they're a little bit longer tonight, like the readings are longer, but let's see. These are going by so fast. Okay, let's see. Ditto says next career move and win. Nikita. So when is Nikita's next career move and win? When is Nikita's next career move and win? What is going on here? Nikita, okay, so let's get into your next career move. I'm seeing a lot of thoughts coming up soon about what the career is going to be. And we also have the card just around the corner. So it feels like the career is coming just around the corner. It's just a matter, I think, of getting clear on what that career is. It's like once you know what that is, I think you can make the move towards it. But overall, there's a feeling of some kind of either it's like it's like two things that it could be, right? There's a feeling of either wanting to work with animals. There's two things, like either way, I feel like you're a guide of some sort. Like either you want to work with animals or there's a feeling of being a counselor. And you might even combine these two, I don't know. But I think there's also a feeling of wanting to figure out your potential, wanting to find your soul's purpose. But I'm having trouble interpreting this Justice card. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I always struggle interpreting Justice card besides the simple meaning that it's like a karmic thing, right? And it just kind of feels to me like there's a weighing out of the scales here of like, where can I do the most good is kind of the way I'm seeing it with your vibe, Nikita. Nikita, I'll be honest with you. You seem like a very like humanitarian person. I think if you're in a career where you have to take advantage of people or where you feel like you're not doing something for the good of the planet or for the good of the earth, like I really feel like this is a situation that, yeah, I can see where you'd want to get out of it because it's like, I think your career has to mean something to you, Nikita. With the dog here, I think animals have a special place in your heart. I think something about working with animals, guiding animals, it's almost like either way, you're like a guide or a counselor. It's just a matter of like, do I guide humans through their problems and their troubles, or do I help heal and rescue animals and work with animals and guide animals through like you could work for an animal shelter, something like that. That would be very fulfilling. You could also counsel people on like issues, like as a therapist or a psychology person. And yeah, it says just around the corner. Let me read what you wrote. Ditto says, lovely, that's so cute. I did think of animals yesterday. Justice must be for my IT career. I am waiting for a new job role growth as a service manager. Okay, I don't know what a service manager is. I do career readings all the time, but sometimes I don't know every single one. What would a service manager be? You can let me know, Ditto. I don't know what. New job role growth as a service manager. Yeah, it feels like helping people. Justice, yeah, it just feels like weighing the options. That's kind of how I'm seeing it right now, is like weighing the options. Um, Eliza Lynn says, do you see wealth in the future for me? Okay, let's see. Eliza Lynn says, do you see wealth in the future for me? Oh, Ditto says, service manager in computer industry looking after infrastructure. Whoa, that's intense. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't have pegged that job for you after like doing the reading. Like I would have assumed like totally something totally different. Let's see. I think Eliza said wealth in the future for her. So is Eliza have wealth in her future? I'm gonna pull 2 cards here. I'm gonna get one more deck from back here. It's my new wealth deck. I bought this 3 days ago. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. The 2 things that are sticking out to me, Eliza, first of all, it's a little unclear if you'll be wealthy in the future right now. There might be something going on that's like blocking that. Like there's something about a specific goal being blocked. And the Hermit in reverse talks about maybe the possibility of sitting down and thinking these things through, but not having the time to do that, or like wanting to meditate or wanting to sit down, wanting to attract, wanting to bring things in, wanting to calm yourself, but not being able to do that, or not having the time or something like that. Either way, I do see that through this sense of meditation, you will be able to make really good investments. And I'm also seeing you can attract a raise coming up soon, something like that. But it's almost like if you're not clear on your goal, you can't get a raise. It's like, for example, if you don't know where you want to go, I don't think a raise is coming. But I feel like if you get clear on your direction, a raise is going to come. Or you could get a raise. Overall, you have the coin card. So about your future, you have the coin card, which just says money coming in, wealth, good investment, sales and finance, getting a raise, and lucky. And the 2 things that I saw mainly was good investment and getting a raise. So those are things that I'm seeing, especially like with the arrow, with the Ace of Swords, that bow and arrow. Having a target and a goal, you will get like raises in that process. But at the same time, with the Hermit card, meditating and really connecting with yourself internally, even if you feel very busy or outward or go, being mindful and connecting, and you will know what are good investments to make, and that can bring in a lot of wealth as well. Some more water. Victoria says, what job would be best for my mom to get next? Farrah, I keep seeing your question. I'll try to get to your question, Farrah. Let me ask Victoria's, what job would be best for my mom to get next? What job would be best for my mom to get next? I'm gonna pull this one of my other career decks. Victoria, okay. Victoria, I see you like already have all the components for like what your mom could do. Like I see you have a very clear image of your mom, Victoria, that's like, on one hand, you see her as someone who's very self-loving. Like she has so much self-esteem. She's full of and completely loves herself. You also see her as someone who can tame any wild beast. And so when I refer to wild beasts, I refer to people or humans that are difficult or emotionally problematic. Your mom has this ability to calm down the most aggressive, crazy, or intense type of person, and she does it with relative ease. So she has this ability. It's like she has that kind of touch that's like, I'm looking at this woman touching this lion, essentially. So she has this like touch. She has this touch of like this gentle, placating, calming kind of touch that like, and it might not even be her touch, physical touch, it could be, but there's this feeling of like being able to calm people down. I also think there's a feeling that your mom has a very long-term perspective in life, Victoria. Like, it's funny that she's looking for a job and she doesn't know what she can do for a job, but it's like overall, like in other areas of life, she has a very long-term perspective. Like she might have a big, strong, like opinions on people's life trajectories and stuff like that. And the cards are basically saying like, you know, all three of these things. And her perfect job would basically be a counselor, just to like help people and guide them. You know, your mom, Victoria, has the ability, I think, to do what kind of I do a little bit, where it's like she sees, like it's not exactly what I do, but she sees the pattern and where people are going, and she can kind of like help guide them in that direction to have a more fulfilling life, right? But also there's a stuff here about emotional management. So like with a counselor job here, there could be stuff with managing emotions, like anger management, any kind of environment where she's helping people calm down and manage their emotions or express their feelings in a way, like for people who are very angry or rageful or like have a lot of emotion, she could help them express those feelings in a way where they feel safe and they feel like they can express those but also be calm. Yeah, so there's a feeling of like crisis management that could be good, like a crisis counselor, like a counselor who's on like a hotline that she could crisis counsel people or something like that. I do see that she has this sense of like self-love within her, that she feels very confident in herself as well. And the reason why I wouldn't say crisis is because that would be like a one-time thing. Like you'd call the crisis hotline as like a one-time thing. I'm seeing her as wanting to work with people like over and over again with that Seven of Pentacles energy. Like I want to tend to this garden over and over again. I want to work with this person until I know they're fully in the clear and they're out of their situation. So it does feel like a counselor vibe, Victoria, that I'm getting. So hopefully that resonated. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to get off pretty soon, guys. Probably like 2 more questions or something. FDI says, hey, Cody, hope you're okay. I'm pretty good. I'm doing better these days. Victoria says, I see that for her 100%. Very clarifying. Thank you. Glad, guys. I just want to put a little plug in here because, you know, everyone said the readings are accurate today. You can also buy one on my Etsy. I have new options. I have a 3-card reading that's like $11 American dollars. It's just a quick, that's like a 7 to 10 minute video of like your question. And then I have single questions, which are like 20, 30 minutes. I also have like hour-long videos where you can ask 5 questions, up to 5 questions. I usually take about an hour to answer all those. That's for $88. And then I do a stone scrying reading. That's interesting. I like read a stone. I look at stone images and I can tell you things about your situation. Stone one's a little more abstract, but it's still accurate. Usually they're accurate. So let's see. Shayna Collins says, is Joseph interested in me? Okay, let's see this. Okay, Shayna. Is Joseph interested in Shayna? Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Shayna, there's a few things coming in here, and I'm having a hard time reading it right off the bat of like who's who in this connection. So I'm just gonna say the energies that I'm seeing. Someone feels someone is kind of weird or odd, but they're not telling that person they're weird or odd. Someone is like trying to give attention to someone else, and someone's ignoring that person. And there is a feeling with the 8 of Wands in reverse. It's like the opposite of divine intervention. It's like, when is something going to happen? Like nothing is happening yet. Like I want something to happen now, but nothing is happening. What is this swing? Oh my gosh, I'm noticing swing I've never noticed a swing in this card before. There's a swing in the background. And it's empty. It's reminding me of nostalgia, something missing from nostalgia. There might be a thing with this crush, Shayna. I think your name was Shayna that asked this. Shayna, there might be something with this crush where the reason why you are really into this person is because of nostalgia, or because they remind you of someone from your past and you like are really digging it, or you're really into it, something like that. I don't know who is the one that thinks the other one is weird. That's the thing. You will know, Shayna, if you do not think that this person that you have a crush on is weird. Because I know we can like people who we think are weird. We're like, oh man, they're a total weirdo, but I'm totally into it, you know? So it just depends on what's going on. It does feel like someone tried to offer someone something and they ignored them. They like ignored them. It doesn't feel like they're interested. But at the same time, let me pull one more card. Let's pull a love story oracle. Let's see here. We have romance though. That's the thing. Like, I would say it doesn't feel like they're interested right now. But I see romance. I don't know, Shayna. Let's see. Shayna says, oh my God, reading me for filth. Okay, glad. Okay, so yeah, it feels kind of like, Shayna, I'm curious, are you the one that thinks he's weird or she's weird? I don't know what the sex is of the person you are asking about. I'd be curious about that. Who thinks who's weird in this situation? But yeah, I pulled the romance card. So I don't know. This is like, it's interesting because like on one hand, it's like, I don't know. Romance is interesting to pull for this reading because it's almost like it could blossom into something. I mean, I'm seeing the candles lit. Like, have you guys hooked up? Like, have you guys had an intimate moment? And was it like hot? But then like I don't know. There's something going on here, Shayna. Shayna says, thank you, I will move on from this crush. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. I also pulled romance, Shayna, so I don't know. This was kind of throwing me off. After I said, like, they don't seem interested, it feels like, I don't know why I pulled romance, so, yeah. Yeah, he's a little weird, yes. Okay. All right. It's always fun. The weird ones are always fun to date, I guess. Let's see. Farrah Ream says, what's my future career? Okay, Farrah, we're getting to it. We're going to do it. We'll use the last one. What is Farrah's future career? What is Farrah's future career? What is Farrah's future career? Okay, let's see. Okay. Ah, okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, Farrah. Farrah, I don't know if FDI says, Cody, is there any specific time that you come live? There's not. It's just really random. Usually, lately, it's been sometime after 4 p.m. in Pacific Standard Time, and tonight was just really late. But yeah, as far as like coming live, that's usually when it is. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else. Sometimes I can do sometimes in the morning, but I want to try to come on live more often because just because I've been making more money on lives than my YouTube videos lately, stuff like that. So that's why I'm trying to come live more often. But yeah, let's see here. Okay, so Farrah, let's get into your career. Farrah, I am interested. Okay, so if you are very spiritually inclined, and I don't know if you are, but I'm getting strong vibes of someone who infuses people with motivating energy. And I'm seeing you as kind of like a energetic magician of sorts, is the best way to put it. I'm going to get really specific as like how your gifts manifest and what they are and why they should be a career. I'm going to pull a career and money card after this. But this is what I'm seeing for your career. So first of all, primarily you're a motivator, right? You motivate people, you get them inspired and into action. You have the ability to do this, and whether you realize it or not at this point, you have motivated people in the past. People may have come up to you and said, hey, you've motivated me to do this. You got me in the realm to do this kind of thing or whatnot, right? You put an energy into people, Farah, is what I'm seeing. Now, here's the thing. How do I put this? I gotta get back to the messages that I was saying. It's kind of elusive, but like, okay, first of all, you have the ability to pull out contradicting energies in people. So I definitely see you as someone who's working in like the field of Reiki or something like that. Like you could definitely benefit from studying Reiki. And I don't know too much about Reiki. I don't know if it goes into this territory, but if it doesn't, you might want to break out of studying Reiki and move into your own version of energy work that's not Reiki focused. Like you can say you have credentials in Reiki, but you are going to want to do your own practice, your own thing, because I'm seeing this kind of thing where someone is contained or trapped and you are laying energetic, like a shielding energy around them. You're laying like a shield around people is the best way to put it. And with the Knight of Swords here, you are able to pull out contradictory energies in people. And I see you as kind of like someone who can store energy or manipulate it. I would definitely look into, I have a friend, his name is Astropharic. No, is it Astropharics? That's not the deck. Yeah, Astropharics, that's his name. His real name is Blaine, but he has a channel called Astropharics. Astropharics, I guess you could say. And he does energy healing, does like ASMR energy healing. He does it online, and maybe you can do it online too, but the thing, I'm seeing you work with clients privately, and my air just turned off, so that's confirmation that you can definitely work with clients privately, but you can research him as like an example of this. But with it, you're pulling out these contradictory energies in people, Farah. It's like, okay, I'm pulling out this energy. Like you have this that's weighing you down. I'm going to pull that energy out. Then once you pull it out, that lifts them up for this thing. You can, he does this thing where he wipes the energy off like that and he like gets rid of it. But you can, I think, possibly transmute the energy and push it back in them in a different way. But you're kind of like this energy doctor is the best way I'm seeing it. And it leaves people, the effect you have and give people after they experience your particular brand of energy healing is motivation. Some people, when they get energy work done, they just feel peaceful. They feel relaxed. They want to go home and lay on the couch and just enjoy the blissful vibes. When you're done with people, they feel motivated. They feel invigorated. They feel energized. Like this is the type of career path that like you're going to get people moving and doing things, right? Yeah, it's like, you're like the vehicle that the cosmic universe sends to people. You're like the cosmic universe's like bump of cocaine, I guess is the best way to say it. And I don't, I probably shouldn't, say that on here, but that's what it kind of feels like. Or you're like, better way to say it, scratch that, guys. Don't forget that I said that. You're like the universe's caffeine, right? Like it's channeling through you into people. You help get people back on their feet, right? With 9 of Wands in reverse, you're going to want to advertise for clients that are about to, I'm getting the more traditional version of the 9 of Wands. You're going to want to advertise for clients who are, how do I put it? Like, how do I put this? They're about to achieve a goal, but they're really tired and they feel like they can't do it. You're like a pyrite crystal. Like if you've ever heard about pyrite, pyrite is kind of like an energizer for people who are kind of tired. So people who have an energy drain from like contradictory energies, that's what I'm seeing. So you pull out the contradictory energies. This can also be in therapy, like intellectual therapy, but I'm seeing you as more of hands-on and physical and less wordy and intellectual. Like when I read tarot, this is like, for me, it's more intellectual. It's like I'm getting like knowledge, energetically I'm getting like knowledge. But like when it comes to like vibrations and energy healing, it might be more difficult for me to do that kind of stuff. But what I'm seeing here is like you have this ability to be like, oh, that energy in that person. I'm going to use colors because that's how I see things. But that blue energy and that red energy, they're mixing and they're creating this purple, and that purple doesn't vibe with this person's body or whatever. So I'm going to pull out the red one and I'm just going to let the blue one flourish. So it's almost this vibe of like removing the contradictions in people. And then I'm also seeing you creating a safe space. So people come to you because you create a safe space. You create comfort in their surroundings, and you free people from the bonds that they are experiencing that are holding them back. So I do see you as mainly a motivator, and more so than like a motivator, you put people into motion. So you're kind of like a motion vader, essentially. Yeah. So that's kind of how I see your career going. I told you I was going to pull, this is my last thing. So I told you I was going to pull a money card if you chose this path, just so you can see what happens here. Chess, money strategy, wise spending, long game, military leader, thinking it through. Yeah, I think that you have the ability to think things through financially, which is good. And I also see that this is a long game, like a long game situation for you. Like there's a feeling that this is a career that could take you far into life. Like if you've always been struggling to find what you're meant to do, this is something that could really help you in the future. And I'm getting the message that AI can't take this job, so good on you there. So yeah. Let's see. I can like hang out and talk for just a little bit longer, guys, and then I'm gonna head off to let's see. I'm not gonna do any more questions though. And I apologize if I didn't get to you tonight. I do go live more often, so save your questions. You can also, what's it called? You can also book a reading on my Etsy. I just got more affordable ones on there. So there are 3 card spread readings that are kind of quick, about this length of a reading, like 7 minutes, 10 minutes. And it's $11, and you get a 3 card spread, just about the same amount of cards that I'm pulling out on the table for everyone here. And you get your question answered. It gets sent to you as a video. You can watch it whenever you want. It's a private link, so only you will see it. So different than these, if you're feeling like you don't want to ask your question because this is public stuff, yeah, it'll be different than this. Use a private link. And yeah, I would love to connect with you guys. Let's see. So yeah, let me get a sip of this. All these people who need questions, and I'm getting tired. Angela, guidance for my career and relationship. Sir, mine, please. What industries will make me wealthy? Angela, guidance. You know what's funny? I've done a lot of career readings lately for people. A lot of career stuff. My channel was built on love readings, like crushes and stuff, because that's what's really popular as far as pick a cards. But I notice when personal readings come in, people often ask about career. Joyce says, good night, Cody. Take rest. Joyce is always looking out for me, guys. She's my subscriber that checks in on me and makes sure I get sleep and stuff. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I had fun reading for you. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.